Hello, my lovelies. Welcome to Sister Storytime. My name is Sister Fagatha Hardness, and I'm here to read you a story today called Adventures with My Daddies. Adventures with My Daddies. My daddies are amazing. They're funny, kind, and smart. And when they read me stories, exciting journeys start. Sometimes we battle dragons and find treasure in their cave. Then hunt for deadly dinosaurs on days that we're feeling brave. Sometimes we build a rocket and blast off to the moon, or sail to secret islands and fly home in a balloon. Books take us on these journeys over forest, sand, and sea. But my daddy's favorite story is the one that brought them me. Some children have two mommies, and some a mom and dad. But I have super daddies who chose me. I'm so glad. They're not the best at everything, but I don't really care. They both make brilliant bubble beards, and I know that they're always there. When I feel sad, they make me smile and hug me every day. And if a story scares me, they chase my fears away. My daddies are amazing, the world's best king and king. And story time with them will always be my favorite thing. Good night, daddies. So do you have two daddies or two mommies or a mommy and a daddy? Or maybe you have just a mommy or just a daddy. But all parents are great, aren't they?
Well, hello, my little darlings. It's so wonderful to see you again, and welcome to summertime. Isn't it warmer outside? Aren't we getting hot here? I believe if you're hearing this, it should be the month of June. And do I have a moth story for you in the month of June? Why, yes. Yes, in fact, I do. Today, I want to share with you the story of little Isabella the tiger moth. Doesn't that sound exciting? And as I like to do, we're going to swap my screen here and shift over to sharing screen so that you can look at the pictures while I read it to you. I'll be in a little box up to the side. We can make that work, right? Okay. So I'm gonna make it happen. Ready? Here we go. Okay. You know what? I think that we should zoom it out and make it the whole screen. Isn't that great? Look, there she is. Little Isabella the Tiger Moth, written by Mary Beth Shepherd and illustrated by Gail Yarrell. And here we are on the inside page. Little Isabella the Tiger Moth. And here's a dedication to Sadie and Bridget. I love you to Strawberry Moon and back every second, every minute, every hour, every day, every week, every month, every year, including holidays, forever. Long ago, in the month of June, when strawberries grow red and tasty, Native Americans looked into the sky and saw the beauty of the moon's fullness. They gave the moon a special name, Strawberry Moon. This is the story of the night Strawberry Moon made magical things happen for a little tiger moth named Isabella. Oh, Isabella's very pretty, isn't she? I like tiger moths. They're one of my favorite kind. On this very night, wild strawberries glistened and meadow flowers glowed. Moonlight hugged the forest, making it glimmer. Beneath a maple tree, in a bed of clover, snuggled under a dandelion leaf, slept little Isabella, the tiger moth. Strawberry Moon reached out her beams and tickled little Isabella's back. Time to wake up. Little Isabella stretched her yellow-orange wings. She wiggled her tiny tiger-striped body. Sitting up, little Isabella wondered if this would be the night she could gather enough courage to fly to Strawberry Moon. It's kind of amazing what you can do when you have wings, right? Peeking around the dandelion leaf, she saw her friends spread their wings. Lily, the Luna moth, asked Isabella to lift into the sky. Hector, the hawk moth, asked Isabella to hover. Grace, the garden moth, asked Isabella to glide. Little Isabella kindly told her friends that she was not quite ready. As each friend flew away, their wings looked stronger than hers. Their colors shined brighter. Their stripes appeared more vibrant. Surely they must be headed for Strawberry Moon. Little Isabella imagined herself flying around tall tree branches, soaring above wide-winged birds and circling silver clouds. Although afraid, she just had to try to reach Strawberry Moon. She opened her wings and fluttered them. Up little Isabella flew, above the glowing meadow flowers, up above glistening strawberries, up towards glimmering treetops. Understanding how difficult it is to be strong and brave when one is afraid, the tallest of oak trees reached out to offer a branch for little Isabella to rest upon. There it is, right there, the little branch they lifted out. As she rested, little Isabella tried not to look down. She was very high up. She did not want to be reminded of how far she had flown from her cozy spot under the dandelion leaf. She did not want to think about the spiders below in their webs, waiting to capture a moth just like her. She pushed out of her mind a picture of a forest owl who would enjoy the taste of a little tiger moth. Yeah, it's hard out here for a moth. Suddenly, looking for dinner, a bat circled nearby. Thinking quickly, little Isabella used her tiger moth secret weapon. She made a special clicking noise to warn the bat that she was very unpleasant to eat. He understood and flapped away. Little Isabella trembled. Knowing her fears were not helpful, she tightly closed her eyes and used her brain to push scary thoughts away. But the scary thoughts came back. She opened her eyes, stretched her wings, and sadly waved goodbye to the tallest of oak trees. Down she flew back toward her cozy spot under the dandelion leaf. Without warning, her right wing caught in something. She looked to her right and saw her wing stuck on the edge of a spider web. She looked to her left and saw a big spider crawling toward her. Ooh, he is kind of big there compared to her, isn't he? Oh, I'm a little bit worried for her. With all her might, she wiggled both her wings, but she seemed to get even more stuck. The spider was about to pounce on little Isabella. Just as she was sure she would not escape, little Isabella looked up and saw Strawberry Moon. With a powerful strength she didn't know she had, little Isabella fiercely waved her wings and broke free. Now, you might remember from some of our other moth stories that moth wings and butterfly wings have little tiny scales on them. So when they get stuck in things like spiders' webs, they can shed their scales just a little bit and flutter and fly free. And that's what I think Isabel did right there. Strawberry Moon reached out her beams and gave little Isabella a comforting hug, tickling little Isabella's wings with magical moon dust. Up little Isabella lifted, happily waving hello as she passed by the tallest of oak trees. Resting on his leaves, Lily, Hector, and Grace waved and cheered for her. Go, Isabella! Up she soared above the wide-winged birds. Up she circled around the silver clouds. Up little Isabella glided, stretching her magical wings as far as they would go. She closed her eyes tightly and told herself to be brave. Opening her eyes, she spotted 3 faraway stars in a perfect row. As moths do, she flew toward their light. Let me tell you, that light is really attractive, and you just always want to be flying towards it. All at once, she heard a whoosh. She felt a push. The Milky Way had swept up little Isabella. As she twirled and swirled, she managed to look below. Oh no, she had swooshed past Strawberry Moon. Just when little Isabella was deciding to turn around, she bumped into something big. Ouch! She shook her wings and looked up. Little Isabella had bumped into an enormous shield. The shield was held by a huge hand connected to a giant starman. His belt was made of the same 3 bright stars little Isabella had seen from afar. There he is. And there's the 3 stars that make up his belt. And there's one arm lifted up, and there's his shield. The giant starman gently turned to see little Isabella. He told her that his name was Orion, protector of the stars. Orion explained that Strawberry Moon mentioned through a beam that little Isabella was best at flying to the light. The tallest of oak trees whispered through the wind that she was the bravest of all moths. Bat echoed that she had a secret weapon to keep her enemies away. Her gifts could help Orion protect the stars. Without protection, there would be no stars to wish upon, no shooting stars to catch, no stars to count. Little Isabella had been certain that her journey was to fly to Strawberry Moon. But reaching into her heart, she became even more certain that this should be her new home. She promised Orion that she would help protect all the beautiful stars. Far beyond glowing meadow flowers, high above glistening strawberries, a long way from glimmering treetops, Strawberry Moon heard little Isabella's promise and smiled. To this day, if you look up into the night sky, you will see the 3 stars that make up Orion's belt. If you look very closely, you may see a little tiger moth bravely sitting on his shield. And there she is, sitting on his shield. And that's the story by Mary Beth Shepherd with illustrations by Gail Yarrell. Well, my lovelies, that's my story for this month. And yep, Sister Mothra Stewart is still on a moth kick. It's been a pleasure, and we'll see in the future what other fun Lepidoptera, moth, and butterfly stories I can find for you. Until then, have a great summer, and remember, use sunscreen. It's necessary when the sun is out. Bye.
Hello everybody, it's Sister Trinita Hug with the Soil Sisters, and today I'm going to be reading you a story called Giraffes Can't Dance. This book is written by Giles Andrea and Guy Parker Reese. Gerald was a tall giraffe whose neck was long and slim, but his knees were awfully crooked and his legs were rather thin. He was very good at standing still and munching shoots off trees, but when he tried to run around, he buckled at the knees. Now, every year in Africa, they hold a jungle dance where every single animal turns up to skip and dance. And this year, when the day arrived, poor Gerald felt so sad because when it came to dancing, he was really very bad. The warthogs started waltzing. The rhinos rock and rolled. The lions danced the tango, which was elegant and bold. The chimps all did the cha-cha with a very Latin feel, and 8 baboons that teamed up for a splendid Scottish reel. I didn't know baboons were Scottish. Did you? Gerald swallowed bravely as he walked toward the floor. But the lion saw him coming and soon began to roar. "Nay, look at clumsy Gerald," the animals all sneered. "Giraffes can't dance, you silly fool. Oh, Gerald, you're so weird." That's not nice. I bet Gerald can dance. He just needs to have faith. Gerald simply froze up. He was rooted to the spot. They're right, he thought. I'm useless. Oh, I feel like such a clot. So he crept off the dance floor and he started walking home. He never felt so sad before, so sad or so alone. Then he found a little clearing and he looked up to the sky. "The moon can be so beautiful," he whispered with a sigh. "Excuse me," coughed a cricket, who seemed Gerald earlier on. "But sometimes when you're different, you need a different song." Listen to the swaying grass and listen to the trees. To me, the sweetest music is in the branches, in the breeze. So imagine that the lovely moon is playing just for you. Everything makes music if you really want it to. With that, the cricket smiled and picked up his violin. Then Gerald felt his body do the most amazing thing. His hooves had started shuffling, making circles on the ground. His neck was gently swaying and his tail was swishing round. He's getting the groove. He threw his arms out sideways and he swung them everywhere. He did a backward somersault and leapt up in the air. Gerald felt so wonderful. His mouth was open wide. "I'm dancing! Yes, I'm dancing! I'm dancing!" Gerald cried. Then one by one, each animal who'd been there at the dance arrived while Gerald boogied on and watched him quite entranced. They shouted, "It's a miracle! We must be in a dream. Gerald's the best dancer that we've ever seen." "How did you learn to dance like that? Please, Gerald, let us know." But Gerald simply twirled around and finished with a bow. The word was how. I said no. It's okay though. Then he raised his head and looked up at the moon and stars above. "We all can dance," he said, "when we find music that we love." Thank you so much. There's more stories on the way. Stay tuned.
Hi everyone, my name is Sister Marjorie Arcana, and I am with the Soil Sisters, and I am so happy to be here with you to be reading Love Makes a Family by Sophie Beer. Love is waking up bright and early. I'm not an early morning person, and I'm not sure I would like somebody beating a drum in my face when I'm trying to wake up. But if that's love, that's love. Love is baking a special cake. So we can see that they're baking that cake, making some cupcakes. Cupcakes sound really good right now, by the way. I'm all about some cupcakes. Love is knowing where everything is. So we see the mom there. It looks like she found a shoe. I know sometimes we all need somebody else to help us find some things. Love is finding the biggest puddles. Looks like they're out in the rain. Walking the dog, although the dog doesn't look too happy. Love is lending a helping hand. Uh-oh, I think somebody accidentally put their teddy bear in the fish tank. Love is watching from the front row. Looks like there's a magic show happening. I used to love me a good magic show when I was younger. Love is playing on the weekend. Look at that exquisite tea party in the tree fort. Love is making things better again. Oh. So we see the family there. And daughter is crying, but she gets some ice cream. That sounds good right now too, some ice cream. Love is washing away the day. Yes, love is personal hygiene. Baths and showers are important and good for you. Love is reading one more book. This looks like they're getting ready for bed in their blanket fort. One more book. Love is chasing away the monsters. A little bit of a scary situation there. Love is a kiss before bed. Good night. And that's love. So as you can see, love can be many different acts. It can be many different things to many different people. How do you express your love? Have a wonderful day.
Hi, I'm Sister Kitty Sprinkles of the Soil Sisters, and today I'm going to be reading Hair Love by award-winning Matthew A. Cherry and illustrated by Vashti Harrison. Let's get started. Hair Love by Matthew Cherry, illustrated by Vashti Harrison. My name is Zuri, and I have hair that has a mind of its own. It kinks, coils, and curls every which way. I love her little kitty. Do you have a kitty? I have two. Daddy tells me it's beautiful. It makes me proud. I love my hair, lets me be me. Look at that gorgeous hair. In funky braids with beads, I am a princess. Who doesn't want to be a princess, right? And when my hair is in two puffs, I'm above the clouds like a superhero. Look how awesome. Love it. My hair even does magic tricks. One day, Rocky and I were playing outside when the rain came along. From large to small, it went presto, just like that. There's nothing my hair can't do. Today, I woke up extra early all by myself. I was too excited to sleep. It's a big day. Kitty's thinking about breakfast. Daddy was still sleeping. Shh, I said to Rocky as we tiptoed past him. Lately, Daddy has been worn out. He makes me breakfast, takes me to school, goes to work, picks me up, and yesterday we went for a bike ride around the park. I think he needs a break. Because today is special, I want the perfect hairstyle. This calls for a professional's touch. So she's looking, trying to see, doing some research. Paws off, Rocky. Crack! Daddy heard the crash. Zuri, what on earth? He asked. I was only trying to help, I said. Daddy smiled. Can I help too? It'll be a piece of cake, Zuzu. What a cute little nickname for Zuri. The first style was no way. He gave me 3 puffs. She didn't like it. The second was no better. No, Daddy. I don't know, I think it looks kind of cute. Then Daddy tried slicking my hair back into 2 puffs. Ouch, Daddy yelled. Oh, it looks like the rubber band got him. That's no fair. Wait a minute, Daddy said as he reached into the drawer and pulled out the pick. Ta-da! Daddy, really? I said. I'll be right back, he promised. Look how big her hair is. Big and gorgeous. Now how's that? He asked, pulling a hat down over my eyes. Daddy, come on. We can do better than that. I really need my hair to be special. Don't worry, he said. We'll figure this out. Then I had a great idea. Daddy gathered all the tools we needed and we were set. Watching carefully, Daddy combed, parted, oiled, and twisted. He nailed it. Funky puff buns. Pretty, and so much fun. Rocky approved too. Looks fantastic. I put on my superhero cape as the final touch to a perfect look. Where's my Zuzu? Mommy called from the front door. She could not get in the house fast enough. Mommy! You've got to be the prettiest Supergirl I have ever seen. See her running towards her mama in her superhero cape. And your hair is beautiful, Zuri. Who did it? I looked at Daddy and beamed. Mommy smiled. Very nice. Thank you. We learned from the best, Daddy said as he gave her a big hug. So much love. My hair is Mommy and Daddy and me. It's love hair. There we go.